Hello students. So after dictionary chapter, we are going to start the new chapter that is cyber safety here. I hope that whatever the assignments given for the dictionary chapter we have completed. If you not, then complete it. Today we are going to start cyber safety, very interesting chapter. This chapter will tell you that how safe we can browse the internet, how safe we can download, upload the data, and what is our responsibility towards the society. We have to keep our safe as well as we have to be responsible netizen who does the internet. So introduction of cyber safety. Cyber safety is a safe and responsible use of internet and information and communication technology. So responsible, safe and responsible use of internet. We have to maintain the responsibility that we will not do anything harm to others, as well as we have to be careful from the others that anybody does not do harm to us. It is from the both side you have to take care of. You should not do harm to others, and the people who does harm to internet to others are called crackers, and the law which is responsible to deal with the crackers are cyber lords. And the malicious activity the crackers people do over the internet as a whole is called cyber crime. So cyber crime is there. Then where there is cyber crime, there has to be a cyber safety as well, so that you have to be careful while surfing or browsing the internet. Suppose we are doing the online transaction, so you have to take care that you are using the protocol HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol, secured, so that you no malicious activity or no malware attack can be there with you when you are using this protocol and doing your online activity. So one has to know it, that how safe I can browse. You can do using online transaction, you can using HTTP, you can do using HTTPS, but you should know that you have to do it with HTTPS. So that kind of thing we are going to know in this chapter, very important chapter. Okay, so cyber safety is about to not only keeping information safe and secure, but also being responsible with that information, being respectful of other people online. So whatever information, you should have right to keep information safe, as well as others information also should be safe. You should not harm to any others data. Moreover, being respectful of other people online. As per cyber safety, peoples are advised to use good netiquette, yani internet etiquettes. So you will not use any demeaning words, or you will not insult anybody because you are online. Suppose you are doing in the WhatsApp, you are insulting somebody in the WhatsApp, and you are in the group. So that kind of behavior is not allowed. It comes under cyber crime. There are so many terms: so cyber trolling, cyber bullying, phishing, stalking. So will come all these terms will come to know. Okay. Now, okay, next, safe browsing the web, safely browsing the web. Viruses and malware spread easily and quickly through websites or web browsing. Virus, malware, which does the malicious activity or do damage in your computer. Malware, and then virus which replicate itself. There are so many kinds of virus. Basically it replicates or eats up your memory data or do some other job, or also damage your files. Okay, all these virus and malware spread easily and quickly through websites, though clicking over the links found on web pages or in email mistakenly, our computer may be infected. Somewhere you'll be clicking and then only it will have the opportunity to come to you, or say through the pen drive. Okay, now once it is there, an infected computer can run slow, barrage us with pop-ups. Okay, what is pop-up is as advertisement, like a window will display on your screen, do this and do that. So all these kind of pop-ups. Okay, then download other programs without our permission or allow our sensitive personal information to others. These are the activities, few activities done by the infected, I mean by the virus or malware. Pop-up is to be there, memory eat up is to be there. Okay, sending data to others without your permission. So all this kind of activity can be there. So we have to be I mean careful from the virus, from the malware. Then in easy words, if you want to protect yourself, that means we have to take protection. So if you want to take protect I mean from the virus, what will you do? You have to install antivirus, you have to install firewall, so that will not allow the viruses to come while you are browsing. And same is applicable with the malware as well. Malware also is the software which does the destructive activity in your computer in terms of pop-ups or infected links. When they will run, our computer will be very slow. It will become slower day by day. So we have to protect. So tips for safe web browsing. Never respond to spam. What is spam? Junk email. And there may be phishing kind of email. What is phishing? A email which will tell you like I mean will try to get your banking information by luring you somewhere, like you will get the lottery and you are a lucky winner of 5 crore rupees, so you have to pay it there, tell me the account number, so and so. And once you give it, now you are under the trap. So never respond to spam and disclose personal information. Junk email, you don't go to those junk email, and even if you go and read, but don't give your personal information, because once you give your personal information, they will break into your system and they will take out your money. So how important is it? It is important for you as well as your family, your elders, your youngers, whoever is there, whoever is doing online shopping or online transaction, transferring money from here to there, they need to be careful, and you have to take that responsibility on your shoulder. Okay, I have read this chapter, so let me do this job and enlighten others regarding the safe browsing. At the same time, always I say that we have to be responsible netizen as well. We will not do any harmful to others. So everybody, if everybody promise that I will not do, say who will do? Nobody will do. Now use an antivirus and firewall. Of course, if there is a attack chance of attack of virus or malware, so you have to use the antivirus and firewall which provide real-time malware protection. Malware the software which will do malicious activity to your computer. So that kind of software will not be able to come when you are equipped, your computer is equipped with the antivirus and firewall. Then create strong password. Some password should be strong so that nobody can guess it. Like your name, and you are putting your name or say your date of birth. No, so anyone can guess it. So use the password which is strong. Use a capital letter. It is a mix of capital letter, small letter, then special character, then digits also. It should be the mix up of that thing. Then only it will be a strong character. What I said, capital letter should be there, one or two capital. Suppose it is a 8-character long password you are giving, so their capital letter should be there, their small letter should be there should be digit as well as one or two special character. Then mind your downloads. Everything without understanding or without reading the link, you cannot download anything. Then you will fall in trap. It can be malware, it can be virus, it can be other things. So be sure to review all pre-checked boxes prompted at download and unchecked any extra applications which we do not want to install. What you want to install, read it properly, then only check it. What you don't want to install, do not uncheck it while doing the download. Then stay updated. Your operating system should be updated. Okay, your applications and antivirus whatever are there, that should be updated. Okay, so these are the tips for safe browsing. Again, no spam, respond to spam and disclose your personal information. Then install good quality of antivirus and firewall. Whenever you are giving the password, should be a strong one. Mind your downloads, and while downloading, what you require, check that points, and what you don't require, don't check that points. And stay updated. That means your operating system, and if your operating system is genuine, then only it will be updated. If your antivirus is genuine, then only it will be updated. If the pirated version is one, then no question of updatation. So that is also there. Okay. Then identity protection. Protection against theft of personal information over cyberspace without consent, usually for financial gain, is known as identity protection. Earlier we have seen that attack from the virus, malware. Now identity protection, because our personal information can be taken out by the way of Trojan horse or other kind of software which comes as a trusted software and take out our information, or phishing email. So identity protection should be there. Tips to prevent identity theft: use strong password again and pin. Keep password and pin safe. You should not disclose this pin to anybody else. Create login passwords for all devices, whatever your devices, mobile and so, you have to put the login. Beware of phishing scam. Already I have told you, any online transactions details you should not give to that phishing scams. Restore old computer to factory settings. If there is any problem, go to straight forward to the factory settings, not other settings. Okay, encrypt your hard drive. You can put a password over there as well. Okay, check security when shopping online. Okay, that too you can do by using the HTTP